All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a ranking video. We're going to be ranking all seasons of Walking Dead leading up to the start for its final season, season 11. Alright dudes, so I thought this would be a fun one to go ahead and do. A number of you guys have asked for us to do this in the live streams each Sunday night. So we'll be ranking all seasons of The Walking Dead leading up to the start for its final season, which is season 11, which is going to be airing in a couple weeks, August 15th, 1 week early on AMC premiere if you have it. August 22nd for everybody else. So it's coming up pretty soon. Maybe we will redo this just with adding season 11 in when the series is finished in about a year and a half from now. I guess it'd be longer. Yeah, about a year and a half from now or so, the series will be gone ahead and wrapped up. So we have 10 seasons to rank. 11th season will be added after the series has completed. And so I'm not necessarily saying these are the best seasons. That would probably be a little bit of a different list. I'll go over with you where I think that would kind of land. But these are just the ones that I enjoyed the most or I had the most fun with throughout the series. So starting things off with number 10, my 10th, my least favorite season so far of the series is actually The Walking Dead Season 1. And I don't mean to say that it's not as good as some of these other seasons here or anything of the sort. In terms of the episodes it does bring, they are some awesome episodes. The first 6 episodes of the Walking Dead television series are really awesome. But it is a limited season. It's only a 6-episode run. It is exciting from beginning to end. It makes sense why they did it. But I did even enjoy the show even more, a lot more, when they started doing even more episodes. And I am glad that AMC decided to go with the more episode approach rather than just doing like a very limited HBO style 6 episodes a season or 7 or 8 and then just focusing all of their stuff on that. Even though that's really cool, I love to see these longer seasons with more episodes, and gives time for character development, gives time to flesh out different characters. And so because it's a limited run season, it's only 6 episodes, I'm going to put it at number 10. Number 9 is going to be The Walking Dead Season 7. So Season 7 starts off with a huge bang with The Day Will Come When You Won't Be. It's an amazing premiere for the series. But then after that, and the first half is pretty good, it's pretty exciting, but it certainly does fizzle out because it sort of starts off with a finale, which is really weird because you have a cliffhanger from the prior season. So you don't just have an episode cliffhanger, but you have a season cliffhanger to make everybody come back for season 7. And certainly it worked. Everybody was excited to see season 7's premiere, and they did reveal to us in that episode who was killed off. With Glenn and Abraham there. But after that, by the time you got into the second half, I remember so many complaints. I still enjoyed it. I still had fun with season 7. I liked what they did with Sasha and thought that was a good character death for her. Definitely season 7 is one of the least popular seasons of the series, and so I'll put it at number 9. Number 8 is going to be The Walking Dead Season 2. Also a season which is a little bit limited. It doesn't have the 16-episode run. It's 13 episodes. But it is really well done. There's some amazing stuff there with Shane and Rick and Lori and Carl and everybody. Dale, too, people have been mentioning recently. So Season 2 is a really good season. Sophia in the barn and all that. It is awesome and everything. But it's a few less episodes. With 13 episodes, and then also from the others, which are 16. But then also it has some episodes in the middle that are quite slower, like Chupacabra, stuff like that. I do remember some controversy in and around that time when it was airing, because and this was when Frank Darabont had left, because some of those episodes in the middle there felt like filler episodes quite a bit. It finished off really good and it started really well, but I do agree that some of the episodes in the middle were filler. I think they had to reshoot the premiere. Something happened with the premiere of Season 2. It got messed up. They were supposed to go visit the Vatos, and there were some really good scenes that would have been really cool, but something happened with the director and Frank Darabont, and the episode got dropped, and then they had to have, I think, Ernest Dickerson redid the episode. So even though it was a 13-episode second season, They had to reshoot episode 1 twice, so it took away budget from some of the other episodes, and so we saw some pretty slow episodes in season 2. But it's still a great season. It's awesome for the nostalgia. The Rick and Shane stuff is awesome. We're all infected. Whatever it is, we all carry it. So Rick Tatership, there's some cool stuff in it. So I'll put that at number 8. Number 7 is going to be The Walking Dead season 4. So Walking Dead season 4, Too Far Gone. Some awesome stuff in there. Internment. The final battle with the governor's new group, the prison, and all that stuff, the illness that was going around there, different things like that. It is a good season as well, too. Joe and the Claimers is cool. It finishes off with A. So I know some people would put this higher. I'm going to put it at number 7 because I do enjoy it, but it's not, like, looking back on it, it does also have some slower episodes, and even though it's got Too Far Gone and some other really good ones, it does have a good number. I can say that the second half of the season, even though I do enjoy it in some ways, I don't watch it back nowadays. Like it's one of those, like I'll watch Too Far Gone, I'll watch Internment, but the other episodes from season 4 I typically don't watch back. The replay value on them is not as good for whatever reason. I don't know why that is. You guys can leave a comment about that below. What are some episodes and seasons that you like to watch, and what are some that you skip, like maybe season 7, second half, if you watch it on Blu-ray or Netflix or whatever? For me, season 4 is one of those that for some reason it's got a good number of episodes that I do feel an urge to skip for some reason. I don't know why. Number 6 is going to be The Walking Dead season 8. So for some people, this might be in the last slot because I know a lot of people hate this season. I like it better than 7, and I was really pumped for Walking Dead around this time. I wanted to see the final battle with Negan and the Saviors. I love Negan. I love seeing Negan, so I really enjoyed The Walking Dead season 8. I didn't feel like it was a huge letdown or whatever. A lot of people, I think they were just maybe a little burned out on Walking Dead. It had been going for so many years, and then also they wanted to see the Negan story arc wrapped up more quickly, and it ended up going over 2 years, which like 2.5 years is kind of what it ended up being, and then he survived on longer, so almost 3 years if you count the bridge stuff with the Savers and Rick later. But I do like season 8. It didn't finish off the best way, but it has some of my kind of, like The Key is a good episode, which is really cool. A lot of action throughout the season, some very cool stuff, some good stuff from Morgan, everybody. So I do like season 8, All Out War. And you have to keep in mind, it's sort of like a finale kind of for the Negan stuff. It's almost like the end of the first part of The Walking Dead when All Out War finishes. It's a huge ending for the series that had a lot of our favorite characters, but it is unfortunate that Carl didn't survive through. Still, it is a great season. I'm putting it at number 6. Number 5, into the top 5 now, is going to be The Walking Dead season 3. Now, this is one that, for whatever reason, I love to watch back. I love to watch The Walking Dead season 3 back. I don't know why that is. I don't know why. Because I understand it's not as big time as the All Out War in season 8. It doesn't have as many characters in it as later on does. But it's just something about the governor is an awesome villain. Andrea stuck in the middle. Merle is an incredible villain as well, too, for Daryl and all the others, Michonne and everybody. And I just love season 3. It was a really exciting season for the series. It was super hyped. And a lot of action, a lot of back and forth. Good stuff for Rick in it. And I don't know, man, Killer Within. It was just a crazy paced season. And so, Lori and everything. So, I got to put it in there. I'll put it in my top 5. I do like watching it back. The replay value on it for me is pretty good. It doesn't feel stale or boring or anything. It's pretty intense all the way through. Like the hunted episode with Merle and everything. It's cool, man. I like it. Like Glenn and Maggie. So stuff with them in the season, very good for season 3. Number 4 is going to be The Walking Dead season 10. The Walking Dead season 10, extended season, because we got the 6 bonus episodes. Adding here's Negan in, all the stuff with the Whispers all throughout. You don't have Rick, so that is something that takes away from a little bit for people who love Rick. But you have Daryl, you have Carol, you have Alpha, you have the Whispers. It is an incredible extended season, and being longer than the others gives it an advantage. Maggie returning, the final battle with Beta, Negan and Alpha and Carol and everything. I think it's a triumph. I think it's an amazing season of Walking Dead. one of the best they've ever done, and I'm going to put it at number 4. I know not as many people are watching the series at this point as they used to, but that's going to happen whenever you do 10 years, 16 episodes a year. Not everybody's going to be hardcore enough fans to want to stick with it. So, but the Whisperers are an awesome threat. They're super cool. They're super unique. And it's difficult to come up with unique and new things after you've seen a series for, over like hundreds of episodes and so many seasons, so many years. Season 10 is really great. Number 3 for me is going to be The Walking Dead Season 9, Rick's last season. In some ways, this one is like the end of The Walking Dead, or it's the end of, like, if Season 8 is a climax for all that war and all the previous stuff and kind of a finale for that. Rick's final 5 episodes, man, are emotional for me to watch even still. Because, I was so nervous to see what they were going to do with Rick. Were they going to kill him off? They had him leave, and then later we'll see him in the movies, so it's definitely better than him being killed off. If they get the movies done. If they don't, then okay, maybe it's worse. But his final episodes, what comes after, the time skip after that, the first introduction of the Whisperers was super exciting. The time skip, Judith coming of age, Daryl and all the stuff with him kind of slowly starting to come to the forefront. Michonne's great in season 9. Alpha with the Pikes and everything, some surprising deaths there. But the key for me is Rick's final episode and how incredible that is. That's my favorite episode of the whole series, is what comes after. I mean, what an amazing episode, and what a shocking episode for hardcore fans of The Walking Dead. So that's gonna be number 3 for me. Number 2 and number 1. So number 2 is going to be The Walking Dead Season 5. I know for a lot of people this might be their number 1, or at least it's got to be up there. Season 5 is an amazing season of a TV series, guys. Season 5 is so much freaking fun for Walking Dead. Everything we see in Season 5 is super exciting. Seeing Morgan return after he'd been gone for a while. No Sanctuary, Carol, Terminus, Fear of the Hunters, Four Walls and a Roof. The mid-season finale stuff with Beth is like so, but it doesn't go on too long. It's just a couple episodes, so no big deal. But the second half also amazing. Glenn's awesome in it. Some of the episodes, like when they go on runs from Alexandria and stuff, are super exciting. They're super fun, and getting to meet Aaron for the first time. Season 5 is, I think, pretty much widely regarded as, at least up until Season 9, it was scored as the highest season all the way through. I'll have to recheck now the IMDb lists and such, Rotten Tomatoes lists, to see if Season 5 is no longer the top season, if 9 or 10 has been rated higher. But Season 5 for the longest time was always thought of as the best season of Walking Dead. And, Rick, Alexandria, you had stuff with Jesse in the season, you had Morgan, and just really, really awesome. So that leaves number 1. My all-time favorite season of Walking Dead is going to be The Walking Dead Season 6. And again, I'm not saying it's the best, I'm just saying it's the one I enjoy the most, my favorite season. Why do I enjoy Season 6 the most? I always loved zombie apocalypse movies ever since I was a kid. When I first saw Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, the remake of Dawn of the Dead, I always loved zombie apocalypse stuff. I really feel like Season 6 is like the ultimate zombie apocalypse survival movie. It feels like a monster movie at the beginning, just with this mega herd, and you've got Daryl on the bike, he's kind of leading them away and everything. Just the intensity, the excitement for that season, how excited everybody was to see it, how much people were loving these episodes, and thank you, kind of the fake out death with Glenn and everything. You had just, like the amount of zombies, like you'd never seen zombies so scary in Walking Dead up to this point. They were always a threat. They were always kind of scary. Like if you go back to season 2, get down under the cars, right? Like the season 2 premiere and everything. And it's pretty scary and all that. It's like, oh, it's exciting. It's scary, right? But season 6 with that just giant herd coming through, and Nicholas and Glenn getting kind of like crushed because they get sort of it's like they take the wrong turn in like the worst way ever. There's like a million zombies gonna rip you to pieces, and it's just awesome. And then going in from there to get started with Negan and Negan's actual first appearance in the series, the end of season 6, it was so exciting. As a fan of the comics who had been reading the comics and knew what was kind of coming when Negan would arrive, Dwight and him as a villain for Daryl and everything that happened with that. Dude, man, this one was so exciting for me. I had so much fun in season 6. Definitely was the most fun. I also love the group they had at that time. They had almost everybody who are like some of my favorite characters. They had Rick, they had Daryl, they had Carl, they had Glenn, they had Maggie, they had everybody else, at that time that was around. Morgan even came back at that time. So you had a stacked crew of Walking Dead, and Glenn's still alive at that time, and Carl too. So it was just, even Abraham was still alive at that time as well. So you had one of the best teams of Walking Dead ever, one of the best rosters ever, and then adding Negan in as a villain that was coming in, it's why it's, and Dwight too, is why I put it at number one at season 6. Also, the stuff with the wolves was really cool at the beginning, like JSS and the different things like that. I also liked some of the others that were in there too, like Deanna, the Alexandria characters and stuff. It was just really awesome, and I thought that one for whatever reason just translated really well from the comic to the TV series. For whatever reason, however they managed to make that happen, whereas with season 7 and season 8, it just didn't seem to fit the same way for whatever reason. The intensity wasn't the same, the anticipation wasn't the same. Maybe they were drawing out the episodes too much or something. But definitely season 6 for me is my favorite season of Walking Dead. The time I enjoyed most for Walking Dead all these years. So that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think. What are your favorite seasons? What are your favorite episodes? What time did you enjoy watching The Walking Dead the most? Which year was your favorite out of these 10 years? And do you think that season 11 could be the best season they've ever done? Do you think it'll end up being your favorite season ever? So that's it for this video. If you liked it, please thumb it up below, share a favorite, and subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this one. See you guys again soon for another video. As always, this is Trev, saying peace later, guys. See you soon.